On the black, and a lot of times you don't see the black around the edge of the plate. Lee Wire said, I'm the type of umpire, I don't give you the high and the low strike, but what I do, if you can pitch away or inside, when the catcher moves either in or out, I'll give you the corners. So there is a black edge around the plate, not only literally, but figuratively.
Well, technically, the black edge around the plate is not a strike because it's not part of the plate. But I understand why Lee gave himself every opportunity to make the plate as visible. You almost bring that plate up when you do that. Kind of skewer out that little edge right around the black part of the plate.
And Bert Blyleven ready to work now on Vince Coleman. Game 2 underway with a strike. Vince Coleman, a switch hitter and more proficient from the left side, and that would figure with his speed. He's closer to first base. He hit 300 left-handed, 268 the other way. Another strike. And this crowd is picking up right where they left off last night.
Blyleven, the great curveball, 15 wins on the year, 11 losses. ERA right around 4.01. Timmy talked about the home runs, 46, 34 solos.
And down he goes on 3. So a most auspicious beginning for Bert Blyleven at the age of 36. And here he was in 1970 when the Twins won the West, and there he was in 1979 when he was a Pirate and pitched against Baltimore in the World Series. And here he is live, working on Ozzie Smith with 1 out and the bases empty. 1-0 on Smith, another switch hitter. Now Ozzie hit .303 this year, and as a left-handed batter, he hit .335. So a big difference. He hit .249 right-handed. And he whacks that one into center field for a base hit. So Smith, who drew a blank last night as the Cardinals were limited to just 5 hits, is at first base, and Ozzie can run, and Tommy Herr is the batter.
Ozzie taking it right back through the originator. That's the best way to hit the outside pitch. If you try to pull that ball, you hit it to the second baseman. And if I'm in the Cardinals' shoes right now, I'd take off immediately. They were stymied last night in their running game. This is really the first opportunity they've had to show that great speed of theirs. And I think you can expect them to run in the first or second pitch.
A point that you were going to allude to, 39 steal attempts against Blyleven. They were successful 32 times. High leg kick. Laudner doesn't throw well.
He bluffs going. It's a strike. Smith this season stole 43. That was second on the club to Coleman's 109.
Laudner threw out only 19 of 84. Make that 16 of 84. A 19% ratio. So you have all the elements for the Cardinals to be able to run. A catcher with a 19% throwing ratio and a pitcher with a high leg kick.
Oh, and 1 the count, 1 out. Smith at first inning of game 2. One and 1. Herr, another switch hitter. The Cardinals have 6 in the lineup tonight. Tommy, unlike Ozzie Smith, a far better right-handed batter this year. Herr this way hit only .242. Turned him around .297. The Cardinals basically, Coleman and Smith better left-handed batters. Herr and Pendleton better from the right side. And McGee and Oquendo just about even. Blyleven, born in Zeist, Holland. And tonight you've got Blyleven, born in Holland, and Danny Cox, born in England. Fouled back, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Jim, it'll be interesting to see. When I used to pitch, you get a fast runner on first, fastball, curveball. Threw many more fastballs because it takes less time to get to home plate. You give your catcher a better chance to do it. It'll be interesting to see whether Blyleven, who has the best curveball in the American League, will go with his breaking ball.
Well, you can't let the speed of the runner on first dictate what you're going to throw to the hitter. The guy who's going to hurt you is the guy with the stick in his hand. Not that you can't throw the fastball, but you can't get locked into throwing.
Ozzie goes, got a great jump, and hits a grounder to short. Only one play for Gagne, and Smith pulls in at second. And Ozzie would have had that one stolen by plenty.
Had Smith not been running, it probably would have been a double play. Blyleven threw 32 double play balls this year. So at least Tommy Hurd did something with the out. Gene Mock expression that if you can move base runners along and make productive outs, you can score a lot of runs that way. And I agree.
Dan Dreesen was sitting at home in April and May, out of a job, and here he is in the World Series, takes outside. Danny is familiar, if you follow baseball, many years with the Cincinnati Reds, and then subsequent to that, Montreal, San Francisco, and Houston. He was with the Astros in the spring, didn't make the club, went home to Cincinnati, phone rang, and the Cardinals offered him a contract at Louisville. Strike. So he spent most of the year in the minors, and then St. Louis, looking ahead to postseason play, called him up before the September 1st cutoff date, and it turned out to be a pretty good move in light of the Jack Clark injury subsequent to that. 1-2 the count. That man came up with the foul ball.
All right.
One-two to Dreesen, down to the plate.
Danny, the first designated hitter used in the National League. He was used back in 1976 when the Cincinnati Reds of the Big Red Machine era played the New York Yankees, as you had a look at Whitey Herzog.
1-2 the count. And Blyleven bluffing back to second. Ozzie at second base. 2 down in the first inning with no score. Last night, the Cardinals drew first blood. They scored a run in the second, and that was that. Twins got 7 in the fourth, and Ropp 10-1. And Dreesen goes down on strike. So after a half, it's the Cardinals nothing, and the Twins coming up. Gladden with the grand slam last night leads off, and again it's Greg Gagne batting second, and again it's Kirby Puckett hitting third, and then the change. Ken Herbeck hits fourth against right-handers, up from seventh. Gary Gaetti is the third baseman, and the DH tonight is the left-hand batting Randy Bush. Then hitting seventh is Tom Brunansky, who drops down in the order. Steve Lombardozzi, who homered last night, bats eighth, and the catcher is Tim Laudner.